Welcome to Cover Story, a new show where I take a random comic and I make up a story about what it could be just based on the cover. So today I have Man-Thing number 20. So here's what I think is happening. So Man-Thing, he's a dude that just lives at the nexus of realities in Florida. So one day he's like, Florida, that, I'm out of here. So he goes to New York, where all the superheroes are. He knows where the action is. So he goes there and he's like, whatever. And along comes Daredevil and Spider-Man. They're talking about like, oh, I lost so-and-so, Gwen Stacy. And, oh, Karen Page doesn't love me. She doesn't know I'm a blind guy that fights crime. And the Thing's like, yeah, it's so hard for you guys, right? Shang-Chi's like teaching a class at the YMCA. He just overhears some ruckus outside. He looks outside and sees that, holy shit, it's the Man-Thing. He's like, now's my time to shine if I want that movie to come out years from now, decades from now. And so he goes out there to face the Man-Thing. Man-Thing's just like, hey, I'm a visitor. Of course, to Shang-Chi, it probably sounds like, because I don't know if Man-Thing actually even talks. I don't think he's ever spoken. But anyone who knows fear will burn at the touch of Man-Thing. So he reaches out a hand, to go for like the high five. And Shang-Chi's like, no, I've heard about you, you freak. And that's when Spider-Man and Daredevil notice. So they swing over. And since Ben Grimm was there, like buying hot dogs or whatever he does, New York, he just goes with them. And they start fighting it because they're like, what the hell is this? And Shang-Chi's like, I think it's the Man-Thing. And Spider-Man and Daredevil are like, have we crossed paths with him? I don't know, our history's long and complicated. And the Thing's like, I don't even know anymore. I'm a rock man. So let's rock, man. It's clobbering time. They get into the big old fight. Spider-Man starts webbing him, and that's useless. Because let's face it, it's useless. He grabs Daredevil and starts using him like a fucking club. Just beating the shit out of everybody. Now you might think, well, isn't Daredevil gonna die? Because whoever knows fear burns at the touch of the Man-Thing. Daredevil is the man without fear. So instead he's put into a coma, just concussed from beating the shit out of other people. Spider-Man says some quips like, oh man, what would Mary Jane think if I had to shoot webs at a green plant monster? And Shang-Chi's like, will you shut up and focus? Like, maybe we shouldn't be fighting this creature. Because Shang-Chi is the voice of reason. Because he's got a new movie out. So clearly he knows what he's doing. Ben Grimm can't say shit. His movies were trash. Spider-Man, he just needs to focus. So they're all fighting the Man-Thing. And Daredevil's knocked out because he's like, oh, my show was so good. What happened? And so finally Man-Thing just kind of saunters off. They're like, why isn't he staying to attack us? And Shang-Chi's like, he probably just wanted to check out the New York skyline at sunset. It must be beautiful. I don't know. I've never been. But I do know that that's the cover story.